the amazing Addax surviving the harsh Sahara. In the endless expanse of the Sahara Desert, where temperatures soar beyond 50 degrees Celsius 122 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and plummet at night, where water is scarcer than gold and vegetation is but a distant memory, one remarkable creature has mastered the art of survival. The Addax, Addax nasomaculatus, also known as the white antelope or screwhorn antelope, stands as one of nature's most extraordinary examples of desert adaptation. This pale ghost of the dunes has evolved into a living testament to life's incredible ability to thrive in Earth's most unforgiving environments. A desert phantom. The Addax cuts an almost ethereal figure against the harsh backdrop of the Sahara. Standing approximately 1 meter tall at the shoulder and weighing between 60 to 125 kilograms, this medium-sized antelope possesses a coat that changes with the seasons like a natural camouflage system. During the scorching summer months, their fur transforms to an almost pure white, reflecting the intense solar radiation and helping to keep their body temperature regulated. As winter approaches, their coat darkens to a sandy brown or grayish hue, providing better heat absorption during the cooler months. Both male and female Addax sport distinctive spiral horns that can grow up to 109 centimeters in length, twisting in elegant spirals that have earned them their screwhorn nickname. These impressive appendages are not merely for show, they serve as formidable weapons against predators and rivals, and may also play a role in thermoregulation by increasing surface area for heat dissipation. The Addax's most striking feature might be their broad, splayed hooves, nature's answer to snowshoes, but designed for sand instead of snow. These enlarged hooves distribute their weight across the loose desert sand, preventing them from sinking and allowing them to move with surprising grace across terrain that would challenge most other animals. This adaptation is so effective that Addax can navigate steep sand dunes and soft surfaces with the ease of a ship gliding through water. Masters of water conservation. Perhaps nowhere is the Addax's desert mastery more evident than in their relationship with water, or rather, their remarkable ability to survive almost entirely without it. In a landscape where surface water is virtually non-existent, the Addax has evolved physiological mechanisms that would make even the most advanced engineering systems seem crude in comparison. These remarkable antelopes can survive for months, possibly even years, without drinking freestanding water. Instead, they extract every drop of moisture from their food, primarily desert grasses, herbs, and legumes. Their kidneys have evolved to be incredibly efficient, concentrating urine to an extreme degree to minimize water loss. Their fecal pellets are also remarkably dry, containing minimal moisture content. But the Addax's water conservation strategies extend far beyond internal physiology. They have developed behavioral adaptations that complement their biological ones. During the heat of the day, when evaporation rates are highest, Addax seek shelter in whatever shade they can find, often digging shallow depressions in the sand beneath sparse vegetation or rock outcroppings. This behavior, known as thermal refuging, helps them avoid the worst of the desert's punishing heat while conserving precious body moisture. Their breathing has also adapted to the arid environment. Addax have developed enlarged nasal passages that help pre-cool incoming air and recapture moisture from exhaled breath, functioning like a biological air conditioning system that recovers both heat and humidity that would otherwise be lost to the desert air. Nomads of the Sand Sea. The Addax lifestyle is one of constant movement, following an ancient rhythm dictated by the rare and unpredictable rainfall patterns of the Sahara. These animals are true nomads, traveling in small herds of 5 to 20 individuals across vast territories that can span hundreds of square kilometers. Their migrations are not seasonal in the traditional sense, but rather opportunistic journeys following the brief green flushes that occur after the infrequent desert rains. When rain does fall in the Sahara, an event that may occur only once every few years in some areas, it triggers an almost miraculous transformation of the landscape. Desert plants that have lain dormant as seeds or in underground root systems suddenly burst into life, creating temporary oases of green in the sandy wilderness. The Addax, with an almost supernatural ability to detect these distant rain events, will travel enormous distances to reach these ephemeral feeding grounds. This nomadic lifestyle requires not only physical endurance but also remarkable navigational abilities. Addax appear to use a combination of celestial navigation, landmark recognition, and possibly even sensitivity to atmospheric pressure changes to find their way across the seemingly featureless desert landscape. Young Addax learn these routes by following experienced adults, creating a cultural knowledge base passed down through generations. The social structure of Addax herds is relatively flexible, adapting to the harsh realities of desert life. During abundant times, when green vegetation is plentiful, herds may merge into larger groups of up to 100 individuals. However, when resources become scarce, these larger aggregations split into smaller, more manageable units that can more effectively exploit limited food sources. Reproduction against the odds. Breeding in the desert presents unique challenges, and the Addax has evolved fascinating strategies to ensure reproductive success in this harsh environment. Unlike many other antelope species that have strict breeding seasons, Addax reproduction is closely tied to environmental conditions, particularly the availability of green vegetation. Females typically give birth to a single calf after a gestation period of approximately 8 months. The timing of births is crucial. Calves are usually born during periods when green vegetation is available, providing nursing mothers with the extra nutrition needed for milk production. This adaptive breeding strategy means that Addax births may be irregular and spread throughout the year, depending on rainfall patterns. Newborn Addax calves are remarkably precocious, able to stand and walk within hours of birth, a critical adaptation in an environment where the herd must keep moving to survive. The pale coloration that gives adult Addax their ghostly appearance serves the young well, providing excellent camouflage against the sun-bleached desert landscape. Mothers are incredibly protective of their calves, and the entire herd participates in their defense. When threatened by predators such as cheetahs, lions, or spotted hyenas, adult Addax will form a defensive circle around the young, presenting a formidable wall of spiral horns to any would-be attacker. A species on the brink. Despite their remarkable adaptations and millions of years of successful desert living, the Addax today faces the greatest challenge in its evolutionary history, not from the harsh desert environment it has mastered, but from human activities. Once ranging across much of North Africa's desert regions, including parts of Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Chad, Niger, and Mauritania, the Addax has suffered a catastrophic population decline. Today, fewer than 100 wild Addax are believed to survive in their natural habitat, making them one of Africa's most endangered mammals. The primary threats include hunting for their meat and horns, habitat disruption from oil exploration and military activities, and competition with domestic livestock for sparse vegetation. The construction of roads and settlements has fragmented their traditional migration routes, forcing these nomadic creatures into increasingly isolated pockets of habitat. Climate change adds another layer of challenge, as shifting precipitation patterns may disrupt the delicate balance that Addax have relied upon for millennia. Even small changes in the timing or intensity of rare rainfall events could have devastating consequences for a species already pushed to the brink of extinction. Conservation hope in captivity. Recognizing the Addax's critical status, conservation organizations and zoos worldwide have established captive breeding programs to preserve this remarkable species. Several hundred Addax currently live in captivity, maintaining genetic diversity and serving as an insurance population against extinction in the wild. These captive breeding efforts have had some success, and there have been several attempts at reintroduction into protected areas. The challenge lies not just in breeding Addax, but in preserving their remarkable behavioral adaptations, their migration patterns, foraging strategies, and social structures that have evolved over countless generations. The Addax represents more than just another endangered species, it embodies the incredible capacity of life to adapt to extreme conditions and serves as a reminder of the delicate balance that exists in even the world's harshest environments. In their pale forms moving across the endless dunes, we see not just survivors, but masters of one of Earth's most challenging landscapes. As we face our own environmental challenges, the Addax offers lessons in resilience, adaptation, and the importance of living within nature's limits. Their story is far from over, but it will require unprecedented conservation efforts to ensure that future generations can witness these desert phantoms continuing their ancient dance across the sands of the Sahara. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.